After months of silence amid speculation surrounding his career and personal life, Jamie Dornan, the actor best known for his role as Christian Grey in the 50 Shades franchise, has finally spoken out in what the media has called his most resolute statement to date. In an exclusive interview in London, Dornan said frankly, "People are always trying to pin me down to one role, as if my whole life can only be Christian Grey. I appreciate that film because it brought me closer to a global audience, but I won't let anyone confine me to the past. I am an actor, and I will prove more than that." This statement quickly created a wave of discussion on social media. Fans unanimously supported, saying that Dornan deserves to be recognized for his diverse career, from roles in arthouse films to detective TV series. Some newspapers even called his statement a stereotype-shattering blow that Hollywood needs to listen to. Not only mentioning his career, Dornan also left his mark when sharing his personal views on independence in art. "Acting is a journey of constant discovery. If I was afraid of challenges, I would have stopped a long time ago. I am silent not because I accept, but because I am preparing for bigger things." Sideline information revealed that Jamie Dornan is in the process of negotiating a leading role in a new international film project, which promises to be a turning point for him to escape the shadow of 50 Shades and assert himself on a new level. With this strong statement, Jamie Dornan not only broke his silence, but also set expectations for a more explosive career period than ever. Jamie Dornan, "I am not a wax figure named Christian Grey." Just hours after Jamie Dornan's sensational statement went viral, social media exploded with a series of mixed comments. On one side were die-hard fans, who saw his statement as a steel punch in the face of those who had always doubted the actor's ability. On the other side, Dornan was desperately trying to escape from the huge shadow of 50 Shades. A famous blogger even sarcastically said, "Christian Grey may have been tied up, but Jamie Dornan is handcuffed by his own career." However, the Northern Irish actor was not deterred. In a leaked behind-the-scenes video clip, Dornan reportedly told the crew, "Enough is enough. I'm not a wax figure named Christian Grey for anyone to look at however they want. I have a whole career ahead of me, and I'm not going to be labeled forever." A source close to the actor revealed that it was the tension that had built up over time that made Dornan decide to explode at the right time. "He's been holding it in for too long. Now is the time for Dornan to prove that he's not just a romance box office star, but can also be the face of arthouse cinema, action cinema, and even drama," the source confirmed. The online community is now divided into two camps. The supporters, praising Dornan as a warrior who dares to rise up from the shackles of Hollywood. The skeptics, mockingly saying that it's all just a PR stunt for the new film project. Whatever the truth, one thing is undeniable. Jamie Dornan has put himself back in the headlines with a bold statement. And if he really has a secret move up his sleeve, it may just be the prelude to a seismic career turnaround. Scandal breaks out. Colleagues hiddenly mocked. Jamie Dornan faces new storms. Just as Jamie Dornan's statement was still heating up the media, a series of Hollywood stars suddenly made strange moves, causing public opinion to stir. On social media, an actor who had worked with Dornan in a short-lived TV series posted a status full of hidden meanings. "There are people who think that shouting will make them bigger than their shadow, but the shadow is still a shadow." Netizens immediately assumed that this was a direct sarcasm towards Dornan, as he was trying to escape the shadow of Christian Grey. The post received thousands of shares with the hashtag #ShadyGrey, making the scandal even hotter. Not stopping there, a famous actress who was rumored to have bad relations with Dornan during filming also accidentally liked a comment mocking him as a one-dimensional actor. The small action was enough to make people weave a series of theories about the rift in their relationship. Meanwhile, major entertainment newspapers added fuel to the fire. Some sites claimed that Dornan was trying to create a scandal to attract attention for his new film project. Others spread the news that he had turned down a blockbuster role just because he was afraid of being labeled a sexy symbol again. Amidst the storm, Dornan still maintained a tough attitude, a close source revealed. He told his friends that if Hollywood doesn't give him a chance, he will find a way to create one himself. Jamie is not afraid of scandal, he is afraid of being forgotten. The online community was even more fiercely divided. Loyal fans considered him a brave rebel against Hollywood stereotypes. Anti-fans sarcastically said, "If you are really good, why do you need to shout to be recognized?" Whether right or wrong, this scandal has turned Jamie Dornan into the center of public opinion. And it seems, his battle to escape the gray shackles has only just begun. Shocking press conference. Jamie Dornan bangs the table to refute all speculations. Not willing to let the sarcasm and suspicions continue to surround him, Jamie Dornan suddenly appeared at a press conference in London, where dozens of international reporters were present. From the moment he entered the room, Dornan stunned everyone with his black suit and icy face. He did not beat around the bush, but opened with a shocking statement. "If Hollywood wants me to keep quiet, then I'll say it louder. I don't owe anyone an explanation, but today, I want to confirm, I am not Christian Grey's hostage." The statement made the whole room explode. A reporter immediately questioned, "Are you deliberately creating a scandal to promote your new film project?" Dornan responded uneasily. "If I wanted to promote myself, I would have chosen the easier path of making up stories. But I am not someone who lives on scandals. I live on work, on being serious about art. And if that makes anyone uncomfortable, all the better." During the press conference, a reporter also mentioned the cryptic post of a male colleague who had worked with him. Dornan smiled faintly, then said frankly, "If anyone thinks I am just a shadow, then show me what light they have to illuminate themselves." Immediately after the press conference, the clip of Dornan slamming the table to affirm his stance spread at a dizzying speed, making him the most talked about name of the week. Fans considered him a Hollywood resistance fighter, while anti-fans sarcastically called this the best play he has ever performed. Cinema critics were deeply divided. One side believed that Dornan was witnessing a moment of rebirth in his career. Others say it's a reckless gamble that could alienate his colleagues and get him booted from major projects. Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain. Jamie Dornan has officially turned his silence into a public battle, and Hollywood will no longer be able to ignore his voice. Dire consequences. Hollywood divided over Jamie Dornan's declaration of war. Just 48 hours after the stormy press conference, the consequences began to become clear. Some famous directors were excited. On Twitter, the Oscar-winning director implicitly supported Dornan, writing, "An actor is only truly great when he dares to confront the stereotype. I look forward to seeing what Dornan can do." Conversely, a major Hollywood studio is said to have cancelled negotiations with Dornan for the lead role in an action blockbuster, citing not wanting to bring outside noise to the project. This news was like a bucket of cold water on his strong statement. Colleagues in the industry are clearly divided. One group publicly shared a photo of themselves with Dornan, with the hashtag #TeamJamie, calling him a symbol of courage. But another group has outright unfollowed him on Instagram, a move that is seen as a tacit declaration that they do not want to be involved in the incident. The media did not miss the opportunity. One newspaper headlined, "Jamie Dornan, rebel hero or career gravedigger?" Meanwhile, netizens have been competing to create photos. On one side is a picture of Dornan wearing a suit, tapping his hand on the table with the words, "Fight for freedom." On the other side is a picture of him as Christian Grey with the sarcastic line, "You'll never escape me." A source behind the scenes said that Dornan is currently closed to the press after the press conference, only talking to his own team. He has no regrets. He knows this is a long-term battle, either he wins big or he loses everything, the source confirmed. Observers commented, If a big director dares to give Dornan a chance to revive, he could become a new role model for actors fighting against Hollywood stereotypes. But if studios continue to turn their backs on him, his career is in danger of going downhill fast. The question now is, will Jamie Dornan become a Hollywood rebel, or just a flare that burns out?